Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Good morning, good morning. We talk the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, it's great to stay up late. Good morning to you.
Come on, man.
Good morning. I'm here.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard,
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the IRONWORX. Walter was up late last night. As of just a few hours ago, he was still awake. So he's, fingers crossed, sleeping soundly right now instead of being here with us. So hopefully he could be worth a shit for the rest of the day. But I'm here and Zack is here. And all you fine bastards are here too, so it's good to see you. How you doing, Zack?
Can't complain.
You're not trying hard
Still
enough.
looks like it's gonna come back. Huh?
I bet you could if you tried.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot to be thankful for, so.
Yeah, I hear that.
Kind of levels it all out. Yeah, working on day, what is this? 7, 8, 9. This is day 10 in a row. So I'm kind of loopy. A little out of it.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's one of those things, again, doctors might need to go 18 plus hours without sleep for us on an individual shift. And I can understand how maybe they don't want road crews working 18 hours and standing out there in the middle of the road after an 18-hour shift.
Yeah, no. The most we can do is 16 a day.
It seems to me like you could make the same argument for the number of days worked. You just expand that out a little bit. You could see how maybe 10 days in a row without a break can also equal out to the same way that 18 hours in one day without a break could be dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you do get sleep and everything, just working all those days straight does something to you.
Mm-hmm. You got to have that work-life balance.
Yeah, but 38 special ammo's not cheap, so got to work some overtime.
Yeah, none of it's cheap. None of it's cheap right now, and that's not serialized. And I heard them talking yesterday about trying to, at least in California, serialize every single bullet. So that when you buy them, those are registered to you. That lot, that's serial
ridiculous.
Number, isn't that ridiculous?
I'm getting a reloader.
I think that's probably one of the best things people can invest in.
Yeah, that's my next thing.
And since there's nobody really that lives near me that's related to the show, I can go ahead and share this bit of information for you, Zach. And anybody else out there doing reloads, go to a tire shop. Go to your nearest tire shop and ask them if they have any used, trashed tire weight. You can get yourself a big old 5-gallon bucket full of used tire weights.
Melt that down.
Melt that down. That's just lead. That is just lead.
That's a good idea. I know how to smelt.
Mm-hmm.
Smelting lead's nasty, though. You should wear masks and stuff like that when you're smelting lead. Really, when you're smelting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not well ventilated. You got to be careful.
Yeah, them heavy metals ain't no joke.
There's the make another clip that comes off the lead. Oh. But that's not a bad idea. At least get the smelting kit. You know?
Uh-huh.
And I got a book on how to make gunpowder, too.
Piss. Lots of piss.
Primers. Primers is the only thing I could see being an issue.
Yeah. And that is an issue. I think as soon as you start to do your reloads, you'll soon find that all they have to do is limit the number of primers.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just got a pile of worthless brass, pile of worthless lead, and a pile of worthless black powder.
Well,
yeah, not worthless, but
no such thing as worthless gunpowder. I mean,
it's not going to do what you need it to do.
Yeah. Still goes boom.
Still goes boom.
So how you been doing there, Josh?
I'm all right. That goofy finger of mine still just hurts. I just can't barely hardly use it. I don't know why. What the sudden onset happened Saturday morning that when I woke up, that's the way it was. But there it is. I'm just stuck with it. Till it gets better. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe I'm just old now and this is the new ailment I'm going to have to learn to live with. And hope it doesn't spread to the rest of my fingers and just make me completely useless. So there's that. I think there's really a whole lot going on beyond that.
I guess that's such a good boy. Yes, he has. Oh, I'm a good boy. Oh. You see the old new cyber cab has been spotted up close, and it has a steering wheel. Dental gaps and all.
The new what?
Cyber cab.
Oh, gotcha. I'm thinking that's the front of the cyber truck, right? It sits right in front of the cyber bed on the cyber truck. Just like, that's a weird way to refer it. A cyber cab. Okay. Just don't pop your cyber wheels. If you do, just make sure you throw it into cyber 4-wheel drive. No, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Probably going to be a generational thing. Eventually, someday, people will start riding in them.
Definitely seeing a lot less Cybertrucks on the road.
Uh-huh. Same.
I've only seen like the first one in like over a month yesterday.
Dang.
Like for a hot minute they were out. And you know, I see a lot of vehicles. I pretty much stand there and watch them drive by all day. So but yeah, at least here in South Carolina, and that one was from Florida, I think, or something like that. They weren't even local.
Wonder what the market's like. I wanted to buy.
Can't be good.
A used Cybertruck. Anybody remember what they were going for new? I don't remember.
120 at one time.
Here's a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck. 9,000 miles for $75,000.
Yeah. They're going to take a hit.
Yeah, here's a big one.
And I thought
89,000. The Cyber Beast Crew Cab.
which the beast? The bigger piece of shit than the Cybertruck. Or at least a more expensive one.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, about $70,000 now. Maybe $80,000 average.
He lost like 40, 50 grand.
Yeah, that's a hell of a depreciation.
Two years. Dropped 40 to 50 grand. I mean, that's most cars nowadays. The dealerships have gone so retarded with their pricing and everything that as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's like depreciates 10% or something ridiculous. I don't think it's quite that bad, but no, it's a joke. These vehicles are garbage. A lot of flashy lights, a lot of big noises and whatever. But yeah,
I got sensors, cameras, sensors, and computers. What else do you need on a car? Isn't that the important thing?
They forgot about the whole getting from point A to point B part.
Safely and reliably. It's funny how all that shit comes in after the fact.
Well, I take him. He's going to produce in business. Or else I come home to business. All right. Yeah. Where are these wood floors, man? You can't walk in the house without everybody knowing where it is.
He just needs a nail trim, that's all. A little nail trim will make him ninja. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get high. I ain't got high yet. Let's see, it's going to be like 48 degrees now, 47 degrees. It's gone down 3 degrees since I woke up. And it'll be about almost 80 degrees by the time I come home today. So maybe that's got something to do with why my fingers and my hands are so sore. Just a roller coaster weather that we're having. I could see how that might do it. When we started the call, Zach and I came in with the same kind of questions. What'd you just say, Zach?
Some car rolling down the street turns their brights on. Like, dude, I'm walking down the side of the road. You don't have to turn your fucking brights on at me. I have a bright fucking yellow jacket that reflects shit. You shouldn't have a hard time seeing me. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I was just saying that we both had noticed this morning, despite the stories that we'd shared on Monday and I think again on Friday of last week about NASA's moon mission and how they plan to go ahead and launch that. What is it, Artemis 2 or some shit for their trip around the moon? Not to land on it, just to orbit it.
Trip.
Wasn't that the one they put off to 2028 so that they could practice in 2027?
Just like weeks ago, I thought.
Yeah, I thought.
What the fuck is going on at NASA, dude?
I allow for the fact that I misunderstand. A lot of times I'm just not very smart. But I could have sworn that was the, we're going to do it. No, we're not going to do it. We're definitely not going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it again. I don't know.
They were pretty clear about that.
I thought so.
2028.
It seemed relatively clear. But I also thought it was pretty clear when they said what they were going to go.
Oh, it's crazy. It's almost been 10 years since the 2017 6-month postponement. Remember that? They're supposed to do it in February? Something like that? Or maybe it was December. They were getting... No, it was supposed to be February. They're supposed to do it in February. And then, it's going to be postponed at least 6 months. And then you never hear about it again. Well, yeah, that's at least 6 months.
Yeah, at least.
They didn't lie, right?
Nope. That's how you do it. You got to add that caveat in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my roommate's been awesome. Letting Hank out another time in the morning and let them out when they get home from work. And good guys. Mom.
I don't think very much of what you're saying is coming through, Zach. You keep cutting out a little bit. Sheesh.
For the most part, but I don't know about the nicest person you've ever met. Close, dude. I don't know if my body could take it. Well, I don't know. He also offered me that, but My face is completely shaven. You can't see a white hair at all.
Yeah, I'm due for a trim up here one of these days soon.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. You've been breaking up a little bit here and there for the last couple minutes.
Yeah. Whenever I go for a walk, this happens.
It's just an
It needs to be done, though. Hank has required this. He says, this is now required, morning walks. So I can spread my joy to other people all around the neighborhood. He likes to share. Oh, okay. Hey, no. Get over here. Stop that. Running around the electric pole multiple times. What the hell are you doing, dog? You know better than that.
Got caught in that spiral energy.
Puppy. Yeah, he was just like, oh, vortex. I'm a tornado. Bonehead. Oh. I know. That's your butt. Now, he did his good pee, so that means it's coming here any minute, right down this stretch. Home stretch. Oh, Bubba. Oh.
So apparently, Americans Reed Weissman, Victor Glober. Yes. His name is Vic Glober. And Christina Koch, which is most forgiving way I can think to pronounce that, along with Canadian Jeremy Hansen, will carry out the approximate 10-day trip. And this odyssey will mark the series of firsts. The first time a woman, a person of color, and a non-American will venture on a moon mission. Like, whoop-de-doo. Like, I know the Challenger back in 85 had a woman and a person of color.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you brought a foreigner in.
Up on the ISS.
Mm-hmm. Just because it's now a very specific combination of woman, person of color, and foreigner. Just don't see how that's newsworthy. We're going back to the moon because it's the next step in our journey to Mars, said wise man. The Artemis II commander on a NASA podcast. The Artemis program, named in honor of Apollo's goddess twin, aims to test technologies needed to one day send humans to Mars and a far more distant journey. Sure. China is currently aiming to land humans on the moon by 2030. Right? Because they did their lunar flyover like 4 years ago. So you can understand how it's really hard to figure out the technology to land. It's like, I can drive all the way there. I just don't know how to fucking park it. So I'll just keep driving around the block. Or maybe I just won't even take the trip at all. Just keep my car in the garage. Tell people that I'm going to go. Oh, fuck. That sounds
what
like
are they
me.
waiting for? Autonomous moon travel? Like, when they went in the 60s, everything was analog. Everything. So what's the What's the rub here? This shit should get easier with time, right? We went 6 times in 4 years. They've been telling me my whole life we're going back. And I'm almost 50. What the fuck? Like every president has said we're going back to the moon, just about. George Bush Sr. Or no, Jr. talked about bases on the moon. Sr. definitely said we're going back to the moon now. They've all said it. It's like, what the fuck? How long can people believe this shit without it ever happening? I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I wish they could make it make sense. If you're not going to tell me the truth, at least make your lie make sense to me. Explain your lie better to me in such a way that I can understand it.
Well, that's the rub. They can never tell you that they can't go or they're not going, because then we won't give them money to go. So they need the story and the reason for all that money. That's the whole reason we're giving them billions and billions and billions of dollars every year. So without the reason, it's like, well, there's no money there. So they're kind of stuck.
Yeah, but they have the freedom of complete and utter imaginational autonomy. They can do whatever the fuck they want and just say whatever they want. They can just make shit up as they go. Why can't they make this shit make sense? And then here's one for you. Study suggests aliens aren't little green men, but that they're purple people eaters. So there you go. Via popular mechanics. A study.
The whole purple people eater was a real thing?
Who knew? A brown-eyed, bighorn, lying purple people eater.
Yeah. We wear short shorts for purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me.
So because exoplanets could be orbiting red dwarf stars, they could feature purple plants or bacterial life instead of the green vegetation of Earth. Purple bacteria emit a unique light fingerprint, detectable by observer. Okay. All right. Purple bacteria emit a unique light fingerprint detectable by observatories such as the Extremely Large Telescope, helping identify extraterrestrial life. They use the telescope to look at millions of miles away and can see the light emitted from bacteria. Now that's a powerful telescope. Just imagine how bright that light would be if they showed us the light that emits from bacteria here on Earth. But I guess it's understandable how that might be a little difficult, and it's just much, much easier to point the Extremely Large Telescope, aptly named, to look at bacterial light emissions from exoplanets as they orbit red dwarf stars. Like, what the fuck? Studies show that photosynthesis under red or infrared could dominate on oxygen-poor planets, making purple worlds plausible across various environments. Yes, scientific insights. Studies have shown that if you use infrared light in low oxygen environments, shit just comes out purple. Like, surely there's a whole God-blessed catalog of purple plants that they grew under infrared, low-oxygen environment. Wouldn't that be the studies? How hard of a study would that be to fucking recreate? Infrared? Check. Low oxygen? Check. We can do all that shit right here on Earth. Do it. Do it. Let me see your fucking purple plants. Show me a purple oak tree that emits bacterial light that you can spot with your extremely large telescope from several million miles away. Sorry. Get high again. Damn it.
Those telescopes are just amazing, aren't they?
Man. Scientists from Cornell University have analyzed. Okay. Someone needs to just bitch slap anybody that calls himself a scientist from Cornell University that says that they analyzed how alien plants that rely on infrared radiation for photosynthesis might transform the hues of alien worlds. Fuck you, you didn't. Which alien plant did you fucking analyze, you? What the fuck?
Yeah. Is that not the just biggest load of bullshit you've ever heard?
It ranks.
How did you analyze this plant? Where? Analyze a plant from a different planet. Okay. That's even more fantastic than saying you know what air is orbiting that planet.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can, what is the analyze? Analyze the fauna of a foreign planet. Oh. Are they just testing to see how retarded people are?
Nope. I think they've run that test and most people passed with flying colors. So now they're just running full bore with this silly shit. 155 comments on this story. Let's see who gets it, who doesn't. Close.
There's a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Usually it's under 10.
I still don't see anybody acknowledging the fact that the whole story is complete bullshit.
They'd probably erase those comments.
Uh-huh. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think Angry Black Man made a pretty good point. Or at least reminded me of a pretty good point. What the fuck makes these people eaters?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, just get rid of that. It's just a fucking lie. Studies suggest that aliens aren't little green men, they're purple. Just that's all. Just purple.
Just what study? Well, what?
I don't fucking get it.
Where'd they get their data from?
Well, they observed the unique light fingerprint from purple bacteria on the exoplanets that circled red dwarf stars, Zach.
Oh my God.
And because
they're studying bacteria on other planets?
No, even better than that. They're using this extremely large telescope here on Earth and studying the exoplanets as they orbit the red dwarf stars. And with this telescope, they can see the bacteria and the color. And then it is even more powerful than that, Zach. Once they find the bacteria, they focus in and can tell us the color of the light that it emits. The light fingerprint, mind you, not like it's a glowing thing. This is somehow the fingerprint of a purple light, not the purple light itself. It's detectable signatures. It says purple bacteria emit a unique light fingerprint, which apparently is different than just light. Like, it's one thing to emit light, and then there's a light fingerprint that, like, there had been light here. I don't know, but it's detectable by the observatories, and that's how they're helping to identify extraterrestrial life.
Amazing.
A light fingerprint from bacteria on an exoplanet that circles the red dwarf star. Thank you, Popular Mechanics. Fucking
oh my God, that was Popular Mechanics?
Yes! All that nonsense was Popular Mechanics. But these Cornell bastards that were studying alien plant life, like what?
And this is probably government money going towards this shit. We're paying for this. This is the stuff I don't want to pay for. I mean, yeah, the fraud, get rid of the fraud, but to me, this is fraud. Bunch of science fiction writers sitting around making shit up. I've been thinking a lot about that. Like, how many people have jobs where they actually do something? I think it's more than not. But there are a lot of jobs that just deal with, like, counting money. Or deciding where to delegate money in the stocks, or this or that, or blah, 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 blah. So many, and these people get paid crazy amounts of money. But just like the athletes, when they're done with their day of work, nothing has really changed. Yeah, the amount of money in people's bank accounts may have changed, but nothing was built, nothing was created, nothing was designed. You know, there was nothing left over at the end of the day to say, look, this is what I did. We made these. We had 10,000 pieces go through the factory this day when I worked, you know? There's something tangible there that you can actually touch. There's a lot of jobs out there that there's nothing tangible about them. It's weird. And it seems like the less you actually do, the more money you get paid.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The more intangible the work, the better the pay. And the more famous you have to be in order to nail down that job, to get paid a lot to do shit.
It's just wild to me. Whoa.
Anybody ever figure out if we're actually in talks with Iran or not? Like,
I heard we were. Like, he said yesterday that they've agreed to never have a nuclear weapon. Whoever's in charge now. He also said they killed all that one regime, and then the next regime, he killed all of them too. Like, they put a bunch of other people in the regime, and he just killed them all too. So he's like, we'll see what these next guys are like. Like, oh, that's great.
yeah. That's what he says.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, this seems to be one of those unique situations whereupon Iran says, nuh-uh. At least that was the last I heard. All these negotiations and talks are going on, but apparently it's like all in his head. Iran says, no, none of that shit's happened. I don't know where he gets this, but we're not in any talks. We don't have any plans on surrender. Don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Have you ever seen the movie Wag the Dog?
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't seen it out there, the great old movie,
Dustin Hoffman.
where Dustin Hoffman just make up a war because there's a scandal going on and they want to get the president, people not looking at the scandal. So they just make up a war. Never even really happened. Not one bomb dropped. They were showing bomb footage of some other old war. In the U.S., people are out in the street marching against this country or blah, blah. Yeah, it was crazy. Truth in the movies.
Yeah, what about that other movie? That other presidential movie called Dave.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that during Biden.
Uh-huh. All the mask tags and things that are sticking out from underneath his chin. And
one way taller than Jill, one about Jill's height. Yeah, bring out someone that looks just like the president to do certain roles for him. Except that president in the movie was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy. Wonder how many times that's been done.
Probably lots. There's probably a whole fucking barracks full of politician lookalikes.
Not getting ice and water like we're supposed to have. I know it's even in the wintertime we're supposed to have ice water for people to drink. And this is like a DOT regulation thing, I guess. So we got to take a picture of our ice water every morning. It'd be nice to just work with a bunch of competent people that didn't have to be babysat. I get it. I shouldn't have to do any babysitting today. Well, this one guy, I don't know. But my other flagger, he's young, but man, this guy's he's always on time. He's always paying attention. He's always doing what he's supposed to be doing. I just appreciate people who work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Around, we have fun, all that kind of good stuff. Cut it up. But when it's time to work, he's all about the work. And he's under 21. gives me some hope for humanity in the future. All right, here we go. On the road again. Oh, crap. Set my GPS.
And just so we're clear, DOT says when it's freezing, let them drink ice water. They don't want them to have something warm. Like in an emergency situation, wouldn't that be what you'd want to have required upon there because it's cold?
Yeah.
Quick, pack him in ice. He's below temperature. Make him even colder. We require that you at least be able to make him even colder. If he's only hypothermic and he's not dead yet, we want to make sure that you've got the ability and the utensils and the tools and the knowledge to be able to bring his body temperature down even more. Any given time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't get it. But I'll do it. It ain't my money. It's theirs. So, want me to buy ice? I'll buy ice. Throw it in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even take a picture of it. Whatever.
Do you pose? Like, I would totally put my arm around the bag, throw up a peace sign, take a selfie, have somebody take a picture.
It's got to be ice and water in a cooler. Can't just show ice.
All right. So you prop open the cooler and you lay down in front of it on the ground and you pose in the swimsuit model.
That's pretty good.
Or maybe you sit behind it provocatively with your legs spread and the cooler in between them. Uh-huh. With your chin resting on the open lid, biting your bottom lip. Show me a sassy Zack.
Arr, now you're a tiger. Be a tiger.
You're a tiger with a cooler of ice water.
Now the work I'm doing, they're long, a lot of days, but I got to set up like maybe 20 cones in the morning to give them this one lane. It's just a lane shift, no flag, don't touch the paddles at all, no flagging. And so they can park their truck there and unload it, and then they move it around to a parking spot. And I stand around and make sure nobody steals any tools off their truck, pretty much. What I do, because we're right across from a homeless shelter, and there are a lot of people, a lot of homeless. I make like 20 extra cigarettes. I found is a good idea.
An entire extra pack just in case.
I gave out probably like 15 cigarettes yesterday. All the different people. I didn't have anybody come up and, try to bum another one off me or anything like that.
Is that good or
bad? A lot of
bad?
people getting up to the... Well, I don't mind giving you your first smoke of the day, You're just getting up, want a cigarette. I get that, dude. I'll give you your first cigarette. Don't come back every hour asking for another one, no. That ain't gonna happen. I can give you a couple. I had one guy asked, is it okay if I can get more than one? I was like, man, you can take a few. I get it. A lot of these people, down on their luck. Shit happens. I'll help out. If it's just a cigarette, I will help all the time. Now, some of these people, I was listening to Adam Carolla the other day. They spent $81,000 per homeless person in California last year on homelessness.
Yep.
$81,000
per homeless person.
That's insane. Like, how much could you get a hotel room for? Probably a week's rent now, like $500, $600. You can rent a hotel room for a whole week. They have these for like people going out of town on business who have to, go and stay somewhere for a couple weeks. That could have paid for a hotel for the whole year and still had like 30 grand left. Close to 30 grand, just under. That's insane. What are they doing with all that money? Don't tell me you're trying to help homeless people. Are you buying the finest meth and crack and coke or whatever, heroin to give to them? I don't get it. $81,000. Never made $81,000 in a year. And they're still homeless.
Yeah, I'd be real curious to see what sort of improvements. Like, you spent all this money on
them.
them.
It's gotten worse. There's more homeless than there were when they started.
Yeah, but how are their living conditions? Is there at least like less shit on the ground? Less needles on the ground?
No, but they give them like, I think it's $400 a month for food. And then like $200 a month, just straight cash to go buy drugs. They give them cash. Homeless junkies. How in your head does that seem like a good idea? Let's give the person that refuses to stay in the shelter because they can't do their drugs there money to go buy more drugs. Make it make sense. Somebody, please, anyone. Logically make that make sense somehow.
Wish I could.
What they did was they made a bunch more people move out there just to be homeless. Hey, it doesn't rain all that much. Warm most of the year for the most part. That's a great play. And they just give you cash and money for food. It's not like you have to spend the cash on food. They give you the whatever card, SNAP benefits. I guess there's a lot of cities and counties that they're trying to make it so voter registration, you have to show an ID to vote. In California, it's not only not required, it is illegal for them to ask you. So even if the county or the city wants to have voter ID, it is illegal. It is against their state law. That's insane. And the stupid crap, you see, well, they're saying that it's going to require a passport. No, they're not. Well, that's what they're pushing it to. No, they're not. Why? Because it's the first thing on the list, what you can use as identification. No, you can still use your regular driver's license. That's it. You got a driver's license, you got a state ID. And then they're saying, oh, but they make women go and get their name changed and this and that. It's like, and so does everybody else. You're telling me there's a lot of women out there rolling around that got married and legally had their name changed, but never got it changed on their driver's license? This is shit people go through every single day. This is just normal shit. And this whole idea of, oh, it makes it harder on minorities. Motherfucker, you're racist, all right? Because if you're looking at a whole race of people and saying it's harder for them because of the color of their skin, then you're fucking racist. I work with all kinds of people. Most of the people I work with are black guys. They all got IDs. All of them. You have to. You have to have a driver's license to work at this job. You go walk around and talk to some black people. Ask them, hey, I'm hearing these Democrats saying that it's hard for black people to get an identification. Do you have an ID? You don't even have to, don't be rude about it. Just, like, have you heard this? Them saying that everybody has ID. It's a stupid, childish argument from ignorance.
Like, what if you treated them, anybody, throughout the rest of their life, based upon the fact that they're too dumb to figure out how to get an ID? Like, what kind of hand-holding would be required throughout the rest of your life? If you're too dumb to figure out how to get an ID, what the fuck else help do you need with that you're not getting? It seems to me the percentage of people that are just too fucking stupid to know how to get an identification or figure out how to come up with the $12 to go get it probably are on some sort of fucking special assistance anyway. It's such a small minority of people. Like, do we really need to stress out about them? Like, maybe some people feel like they're being pushed aside. Like, maybe nobody really cares how they feel about what's going on. But if you're too stupid to get a driver's license, do we really need to focus our attention that much on you beyond making sure there's someone there to at least watch over you while you cook? Like, they don't have to do your cooking.
License.
Go ahead.
I'm state ID. You don't even pass any type of test at all. You can just get a state ID. All you need is proof that you were born in this country. Get your state ID. That's it. So yeah, driver's license, I could hear people, oh, you gotta take a test and blah, blah, blah. No, state ID works fine. So
now, and this is where this is where I get on the advocate for the other side a little bit. You remember that scene in Good Will Hunting where Will didn't want to go to the job interview, so he sent his buddy instead?
Yep.
His buddy's like, you know what? I don't know, but I think the odds of me taking this job would be seriously improved if I had like $500 cash in my pocket right now. And they're like, are you asking us to pay you? Like, no, nope, I'm not asking for any money. I'm just saying that the odds would be greatly improved if I had $500 cash in my pocket right now. When the government says, look, I think the odds of you getting to have an actual say so that your vote matters and that you can truly get out there and exercise your power as a human being and an American would be greatly improved if you just gave me a little money right here in my pocket. That's going to be like $25 for your Social Security card. If you lost it, you're going to have to replace it. That's going to be like another probably $30 for a birth certificate if you don't have that, if you need to have that one replaced. All that just to have to be able to pay me another $12 to give you just the state ID. Like if you want a driver's license and that kind of shit, you're going to take the test, and it's going to be more. I'm going to require you pay me more. But once you finish paying all those bills that I'm going to charge you, buddy, you got the right to vote your little heart out. Vote as hard as you want because you've earned the right by paying me enough money. And once I'm satisfied with the amount of money you've paid me, I will grant you your right to vote. Congratulations.
Now, I could see that as being an issue if that's all you were going to be using that little piece of paper for. Right?
Well,
but these aren't like something you have to do just to vote. These are pieces of paper you need for all kinds of shit in everyday life. You know, getting a new job, getting this, getting that, whatever. Going to the grocery store and buying cigarettes or alcohol. If you want to do any of that shit, you got to have some of this. Period. If you don't have it, you're not really a functioning member of society.
So then that's that's the requirement for voting? You have to be able to earn and turn over enough Federal Reserve notes to qualify as a functioning member of society. Then you get your right to vote and exercise your power.
Now, there's plenty of people out there that don't earn shit and still have a fucking driver's license and a birth certificate and all that shit. There's people been on SNAP benefits their whole life.
But what if they don't want to?
Never worked a day in their life, but they have all that shit still.
Right. But what if they don't want to have SNAP benefits?
The alcohol.
What if they just don't want to have the identification?
Then you're Amish. And you probably don't give a fuck who the president is. You just want to be left alone.
But what if you're not Amish, but you also don't want an identification? The question is, if the Amish suddenly decided that they wanted to have a vote in what the English president does, should they not have a vote because they don't have an ID?
I'm sure they could get an ID real easy.
But they don't want an ID. Yeah, they could. They could have gotten an ID hundreds of years ago. It's not that they can't. They don't want it. What requires it to vote? Where does my right to vote come from?
Or we just let whoever wants to come into the country just vote many times as they want. Is that the alternative?
No.
Then what's the alternative? Because that's what's happening.
I was just asking. Is that what's required? Like, should the Amish just be disaffected of a vote because they're Amish?
Alternative. What is the alternative?
It seems like there'd be a way.
How do we make it so people who aren't supposed to vote don't vote without doing that? Go.
You take away the right to vote. You just you say, you look at your population and say, I know that right now anybody from 18 years old till the day you die gets a right to vote, but now I'm going to strip all of that away, and I'm going to start laying the benefit of voting onto a certain class of people, a certain small amount of people who have earned the right to vote. Right? If you're a landowner,
that's kind of how it was set up.
Right. That's the way it was meant to be.
People actually have skin in the game. You know, the old man that's been working his whole life, building careers, making jobs, building up the community, and his vote gets canceled out. That actually pays attention to politics and knows about it, has an informed. His vote gets canceled out by some 18-year-old that has no idea what's going on with blue hair and a nose ring. That's, you know, wants to go to Palestine to promote gay rights, right? You know, like totally lost in the sauce, just has no idea what's going on in the world outside of their little vote. And his vote gets canceled out by that vote.
I don't think that's right. I think we should have to take a test in order to get the vote.
So, well,
not about how smart you are, right? Not about how smart you are, not an intelligence test, but that you actually have paid attention and know a little bit about what your constituent that you're supporting is actually advocating to do. You're not voting on this because of the color of their skin, their sex, what they got between their legs, none of that bullshit. None of that. We're done having high school politics.
I think you just do it right there on the ballot. Like you plug in who you're voting for, and then you punch in what you think their views are. I'm voting for this guy because he thinks this, this, and this, and this. And as they go through a tally, anybody that got that correct and says who actually voted for the person and got their stances correct, that vote counts.
I could see something like that. It'd take a little longer.
AI can do it.
I like my numbers, dude. I like my numbers. You don't even get to see the person's face. You don't get to know their name. All you know is their ideas. And if you want to vote, you go in there and you fucking read.
But should we allow anybody just to speak their ideas? I mean, should everybody be allowed to just say whatever they want? Shouldn't they at least be able to get a license or something? Pass a test, maybe pay some fees, and then we'll make sure that they're going to say the things that are okay to say in society. And we'll just make sure, and only those that can pass the test and pay the fees are going to be allowed to just say whatever they want. If you don't pass the test, then we'll have a certain amount of, I mean, you're going to have to communicate, obviously, but some state-approved words that you can speak when you're in public. When you're at home, you can just say whatever the fuck you want. But when you're out in public, you should only be able to speak from a certain list of state-approved words because you just haven't been able to get your license to talk yet. And you can just put that license to talk right behind your license to worship Christ or to not worship Christ or to do whatever you want with your religion and your spiritual beliefs. Got to make sure you have the correct spiritual beliefs, and we'll license you and fee you to make sure you're going to ultimately have the correct spiritual beliefs that would work in a society like this.
No, you don't even need all that nonsense. Just make it so people have to read. Go in there and actually read. And I guarantee 70% of the people that just go out there and vote on their emotions aren't even going to go in there and vote. They ain't going to waste their time. Because it's not about that. It's not about logic and reason. It's about their feelings and their side winning. They picked a side. Doesn't matter what my side says, I'm backing them. Boys and girls sports, fuck. Okay, let's go. I'm backing them.
Remember that one internet thing, the cicada or whatever it was? You were supposed to go follow all those clues, and at the end of the line, you were supposed to get recruited to the CIA or something. I think that's the way we maybe not make it so difficult, but almost. And instead of getting a job with the CIA, you get to vote for who you think should be your state representative. But only if you get to the final stage.
Something needs to be done. You see how many people got up in front of the Georgia Supreme Court?
No.
And said, yeah, I never voted. I never registered to vote, but their name was cast a ballot. It's happening a lot, like a lot. They're just, I mean, it's always happened. There's always been voter fraud.
Well,
but now it's like rampant in these places where there's no ID required.
It's informational fraud. I think the dead internet theory is like the dead society theory. And we've been living in this overly inflated society where shit goes on that doesn't really go on, except in our imagination because that's what we were told goes on. Like $81,000 for homeless people. Like, probably not. Probably like $30,000 for homeless people and $50,000 per person, per homeless person gets distributed amongst the politicians. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a lot more like it, yeah.
And that's why they propped that story up. Well, just think how much we could accomplish with $100,000 per homeless person next year. And we'll give them $35,000. Because I could use an extra $65,000 per homeless person every year for me and my pals. And we'll just make people believe that how great things are here in California, where you get to pay all them taxes, that sunshine tax. And we'll just take care of the rest for you. Fucking insane.
It is.
What's the average median income in the United States? Probably below $81,000.
I think it is.
The median household income in the United States in 2024 was $83,730, while the average household income was approximately $121,000. And that's household.
But then what happens if you take away the top 1% out of that equation?
Right.
Then it drops down quite a bit.
And say married couples or cohabitating couples. Like how much is the individual income, I wonder?
Uh-huh. Oh, I hope these guys go back to Sparta. I heard they're going to Clemson next, maybe, and I don't do Clemson. That's an hour and a half away. I hope next time they come back to Spartanburg, it better be with me. I'll run to the gas station right quick. I gotta get my go-go juice. I shall return.
All right. I used to call pretty much anything my go-go juice. Whatever juice happened to be. Coffee. Cocaine. Cocaine was go-go juice. I'm just having a hard time wrapping around my brain what kind of fucking... Like, we have to be living in a simulation. There's no way that this shit is real. Don't feel bad, Don. I like Walt better than I like me, too. So I'm going to have to wait for Zack to come back. Oh, well, looky there. Dawn has managed to summon him somehow. I'm not quite sure how she did that, but that was pretty nifty. I actually didn't expect to see this fella till at least Friday morning, if I was lucky.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
How are you, gentlemen? You don't have to rewind. I'm being just...
Jesus. I don't even know where to... I couldn't.
I hear you. Well, I got up, not sleeping well, couldn't get back to sleep, having a lot of crap. I don't want to make it about me. Just my Cinegraph sucks, if anybody wasn't aware. But I got up thinking, okay, if I get up enough to where I can focus my eyes, I'll hop on a second. But just until then, I put my phone on and was just kind of listening and kind of following chat. And I'm not getting into the whole voting thing. That's where I kind of came in, and the driver's license and all that. But as I was kind of reading through chat, left turn ahead, I saw Jack's talking about her animals or her daughter's somebody's animal is cataract problems, cat, and that don't want to do the surgery, can't afford it. Trust me, I get it. I've got lots of cats. And then Ona suggested using castor oil. Well, when I started using castor oil for various things, I was putting it on my eyes. I was using it like as a cuticle oil, trying to get my nails back in shape because of all the great things I had seen you guys in chat. Tell me about it. I did the research on it to make sure it would be okay, because Claire gets in the bed with us and she's very, pat me, rubs up against your hand while you're not even touching her. So I was afraid she would get that castor oil on her off my hand. So I looked to see. And while it's not toxic, it's very, they used it for years as a laxative for a reason. So if you do use it on an animal, if it's accessible to their licking areas, then they're most likely going to start having some extra fun for your cleanup needs. But the other side of this is Dr. Jones, who's kind of my renegade vet guy I found. I've got, right. He's the guy who's all about stepping outside. He's a vet, and he steps outside most vets' area. Like he'll tell you to use, I'm not telling you, he does tell you to use Benadryl to help your dogs calm down and things like that. Like stuff most other vets wouldn't tell you to do because they want you to come in and spend millions on their fucking cures. He'll tell you to do these things. I have a great PDF that I have for both cats and dogs from him. It's fucking phenomenal. I'm subbed to his channel. So just for shits and giggles, I kind of checked through him again about it. And his thing is, don't use it on their eyes, because if you've never used it on your eyes, there is a bit of discomfort. And for an animal who doesn't understand that that's what's going on and it's great for them, it can cause severe stress and severe eye irritation. So his advice from like I said, this guy's not, by the book and following the government byline. He's all outside the lines, but he says, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't put it in their eyes. I was trying to put the video in the chat for you guys without even coming on, but I was really worried about your cats. So that made me get on and come in here and say hey to everybody and put that out there. I'll try to figure out a way to link the video. I could do the tiny URL here on my phone. I mean, on the computer that I couldn't do on the phone easy. So, but yeah, I'm, super, super cat aware, and I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody's pets. Cat, animal, cat, dog, bunny, whatever, hermit crab, whatever you got. I want it to be safe and loved and taken care of. So that was my addition to the show. And again, not trying to derail the
I know that dude.
I know that dude. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Not much. Just woke up. Too painful to stay in the bed any longer, even though I still have a...
He was listening in, is what he means.
And I was listening.
I am not going to... This is too fucking painful. There's no way I'm going to sit here and listen to Josh by himself here. Fuck.
Something happened. I don't know. Y'all went away. It's probably something I did when I switched channels.
Yeah, it must have been.
Okay, there you are.
All right.
Well, I wasn't switching channels. I was trying to go find that video here on the computer and get it over there. Well,
so I'm looking at a UMP 45. Yeah. I got gun fever again. Uh-oh.
No, you're here. I'm here. I'm looking. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out a way to get this thing over there, and it's giving me trouble. Because it's not actually a YouTube video. I just watched it and thought it was a story, but it's actually I guess it's Instagram. I don't know. I don't really use Instagram except with Rico. That worked.
So, Josh, would you expect a 45 caliber, fully auto, anything to be accurate? Josh? You ain't gonna start no shit now, are you?
We didn't lose Josh in the middle of me coming in here, did we?
You might have stepped away to grab a coffee or something.
I broke the whole show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at, I'm looking at another gun. I ain't even got my gun yet that I just bought. And I'm looking at another one now.
Right
I want to get, I don't know. I want to get all my calibers covered. You know,
well, you have to,
this is like end of the world planning type shit. Like, you can have 10 guns, right? But if you don't have the right bullet that fits in the gun, it's more like a hardened stick at that point, or something you could throw at somebody to hurt them. The gun, really, I mean, you could scare people with it, but as soon as someone calls your bluff, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been on my end of the world, whatever. Not end of the world. They're just shit hits the fan.
Right.
I'd like to have a couple more calibers. Gonna get a 22 because there's a lot of 22 ammo out there floating around. You can pick those up fairly cheap, 22s. Paperwork to do. What do I gotta do? Oh, I just gotta check in right now. Come on, guys. Come on, y'all. I was explaining. I'm going to show it to him today. And then he's just a good kid. He's got a good heart. You can tell, you know. You know him when you know him. Right. He kind of reminds me of Q.
Huh.
And I was explaining to him about South Park Imagination Land episode because he never really watched South Park.
Right.
But how the terrorists attacked the imagination and like all the evil things of people's imagination, and the most evil thing there was the Christmas critters that Cartman came up with.
Right.
Like they made Jason and Freddy's stomach turn. The shit they were saying. Yeah, I enjoy working with these young people. It's like I get to teach them stuff. Not just about work, but about, you know, the world. And I try not to be too conspiratorial. If they start going down the rabbit holes, I, you know, throw my 2 cents in.
You don't kick them over the edge?
No. Yeah. I just kind of show them where it's at. There's the edge over there. If you want to go take a look.
With all the small hats, just follow the trail of small hats. You'll find.
But yeah, this young man, he's got a good head on his shoulders as far as, shows up every day, on time, pays attention. It's not like the job's hard, but that's the one thing you kind of have to do is pay attention, And for some reason, some people have a real hard time doing that. I mean, not like Jobs Today. Jobs Today, dude, this one young guy, he's only been here a few weeks. I don't know, when are we leaving? When are we leaving? When are they going to be done? It's like, dude, enjoy this. You're getting paid to stand around and do nothing. And just you get to sit there and sit on your phone, watch your phone. You get to go take a 20-minute break every hour. And you're going to complain about that? Like, I don't know what kind of job you want. Professional video game player, maybe, something like that. I don't know. Because it doesn't get much easier than this. So I know it's a long day, but they're paying you. That's what we're here for. This is called work. Yeah, I just don't understand some people, man. And I get it. They're young. I was the same way, too. You could have been paying me $100 an hour, and I just wanted to get out of work. I get it. There was always something that was more important to do when I was younger. I mean, it wasn't. It was going and drinking and getting fucked up with my buddies, I guess they'll learn. But yeah, this one young guy, he's already got it down. Oh man, 40 degrees today. Start the day.
Oh Lord, we're down to 60 again. So yeah.
So I started the day. No, Monday. It was 60 degrees when I got. I was like, damn, this is nice.
It's that perfect temperature for it not to be cold enough to need an extra blanket or heater going, but warm enough. But it is cold enough for it not to let the air conditioner function when it's me, Michelle, and the cat in the bed. It's all kind of hot and muggy, and it won't kick on the compressor. It's just blowing that air when it's not running the compressor, which is not adequate sleeping. That's also part of why I'm up. I just gave the bed to the cat and Michelle. I gave up. I'll get my nap in later. And I'm not ignoring anybody in chat. I'm just having a rough day or a rough week really with my myasthenia. So reading with one eye on my phone is one thing, but reading with one eye from across this distance to my computer screen is a different thing. So I love all of y'all though. And definitely glad y'all are here, and I hope y'all were having fun before I came in and bunged up all your castor oil fun. And again, it's not a bad thing. It's just a be careful thing. Even with yourself, you want to make sure you get a good oil before you start throwing it in your eyeballs for sure. You don't want to go grab that plastic bottle crap off the Walmart shelf. Get a nice brown glass jar. Make sure it's organic would be great. That's super expensive, but just make sure it's a good one before you start, implementing the many things you can do with it. And again, it's okay for animals in certain situations. I did link the video finally there on the Instagram link, and there's that other link to Dr. Jones, Andrew Jones. If you don't know him for veterinarian, he is a freaking miracle. He's great. So go check out his site. He'll give you the free book to check out stuff, dogs and cats. Speaking of, hey, Mama. Hey, Mama. She's here. She said, wait, we're home? What's going on?
Yes.
See if I can get her in here.
Good boy. All right, guys.
Baby.
He's here. I got to get rolling. Yeah, we got to be at the job
Zack.
site by 7, set up and shit. So I'm going to roll. I love you guys.
I love you too, Zach. Have a good day. Be safe.
Safe.
Oh, yeah. Great rest of your day. And I'm going to talk to y'all later.
All righty.
All right, man. Take care. Hey, love. Hey, my love. Hey, my love. Oh, here's what I need, and I haven't found yet, although I've seen all kind of little, like, oh, just do treats and get them when they're feeding and get a towel and wrap. Yeah, when it comes time to give this child right here, this one, the one that's on camera, when it comes time to give her flea medicine, she is hard-headed. Literally, the box got in the house. I had not opened it. Hadn't opened it, hadn't broken the seal on it. As soon as I got it in here, she knew and began to be very skittish and stay away. And if I don't get her first with it, and I start go ahead and blow it off and start dosing everybody else, then it's a good week before I finally get her to not have all her hackles up waiting for me to grab her and put it on her. Like if I even pretend like I'm going to get that scruff, she's like, wait, what are we doing? What are you doing? And if I get a certain pet going where she thinks I'm grabbing her scruff, yeah, she'll go meow and leave. Like, fuck you, I'm out. She tells me, say meow and left. So stubborn. Anyway, so if somebody in chat has a secret, oh yeah, they can read your intentions, and they have super hearing, super smell. So yeah, as soon as the box hits the door, she's like, dee.
My thoughts and prayers will be with you, Don.
I must have missed something. What's going on? Oh, not being arrested. I finally squinted enough to see it.
I feel like I missed something too, but all I know is she's got a bit of a hair and is in the mood to start some shit today. How that escalated to getting arrested, I'm not sure, but I wasn't exactly sure of what starting some shit today meant. Like some people I've known throughout my life, that would definitely mean ending up in the slammer. If they were going to start shit, that's where that was going to end up. Whereas other people, their idea of starting shit is not so much ending up in jail. I just took you for the former, not the latter.
I'm squinting back to the chat trying to see stuff. I'm picking up just enough. Don't worry, Don. That crush goes both ways. You're right, Daz. I should be smarter than the cat. If only. Huh. I'm acting weird, so she don't know what to do. And the bad part is I've gone ahead and I had to go ahead and give everybody else theirs because it was kind of getting out of control with the police situation because summer's getting here.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually when I'm trying to get her, I'll have like an open one right over here next to me and an open one by my chair in the living room. And in the bath, anywhere that she'll visit me and be still long enough for me to get a hold to her. I have one, but I don't now. I've got just the one in there by my chair because that's where she'll actually get up in my lap for a few seconds and let me hold her, and then she takes off. Heaven forbid she get held long enough to get medicine on her, silly. Oh, the silly. She knows she's being talked about too. That's why she's sitting here like she is, just eating it up, huh? Yeah, you understand that English, don't you? Don't you? Yeah.
Jennifer's in here cutting up behind me.
How they been doing?
Good. Everybody's been fine. Except Esme. She's just old. And I took her with me last weekend, and Like, we didn't push her. We didn't do anything that was like... She never did any real physical exertion. But it was just stressful and some physical exertion, I guess, compared to what she's used to.
Right.
It was just hard seeing her not hardly be able to get up on Monday morning.
I don't know if Dr. Jones covers the the rabbit side of things. You touched my hand literally as I started talking.
Not likely.
Yeah.
That's a specialty. Vet.
I was going to say, I know it's a very special.
Yeah, it's exotics.
Special.
Exotics are some few and far between to have an exotics vet. Maybe see if he could recommend some good exotics vets.
He might, if you go check his site, he might know somebody that would handle the things that he, like a little outside the line type stuff that he does. Let's see. Does he have anything? Maybe just to see. Yeah, no bunny matches. I figured that because we don't have any pictures of said bunnies. But you may know somebody at their little email address, which is, there's a phone number, 1-800-396-1534. That's 1-800-396-1534. Call today. They do have an email, but you had to click to get it. I don't know why you would have to. Oh, because it's a ticket type thing. Okay. Anyway.
Fuck. I'm pretty sure I've got some tougher than leather in my near future.
Those shoelaces?
Used to date a girl named Mary. And I used to sing Run DMC to her when she'd get mad at me. They had that song, Mary, Mary.
Why you bugging?
Why you bugging? She didn't appreciate the humor in it as much as I did, but still.
Silly girl. You see her touching my hand, want me to pet her?
Do it.
You're so silly. You're so silly. It's like, what is that hand doing if it's not on me?
Use those things to do the thing,
Do the thing, man. What are you doing? Who's not well? I did see that. Hang on. Oh, Mr. Infinity. Right. Sorry to hear that. Send some love that way for sure. Oh, silly girl. Oh, now she bites me. Yeah. Now the love bite in the leg, and then the love bite in the leg. Yeah. 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 But she's crazy, mostly. Mostly she's crazy. Now here comes the tap. No, over it. Oh, there it goes. Good girl. Oh, and the dolphin. Ooh, I got a dolphin out over there. That's rare for her. That's usually Claire's move. Yeah, you a little dolphin. Huh? You jumped up for Daddy's hand. Yeah, you a little dolphin. Yeah. Oh, and she thought I was getting her. That's the sound. I was like, no, no, out of that. Anything but that. All right, she's gone. That's enough cat time. Uh-oh. Where's the floater? The floater.
Where'd the damn floater go?
Man, trying to read. I need to quit. It's stressing my eye. Sorry, guys. I'm really trying to keep up with it like I normally do, but it's just been a funky week. And again, not trying to make it about me or like poor me. It's all about just learning this fucking disease and how to manage it. I was reading lots of articles over this last couple of days when it's just been usually within a week of me having a flare up, things kind of settle down. But reading last night, different, and these are like not doctors, these are people with the actual disease that have lived through all these things. And many of them say that it can be a day of just, not sleeping right, having an emotional something happen, have some kind of immune response you're not even aware is going on. Your body's, just picked up something in the surrounding it needed to react to with the autoimmune system. Any of those things can set you off. It's not like I'm going to go out and like cut the grass, do the trimming, wash the house. I didn't like overdo it. Like, I just did a normal day at the gym and a week ago, and it bowled me over, which meant there were underlying things already leading up to that. There were things going on. My body, I wasn't, I shouldn't have got so excited when the therapist turned me loose to do stuff, and I got too much done. But I didn't really do anything excessive. That's the thing, and that's what I keep seeing people say. It doesn't require an overdoing of anything. It can be just daily life, and suddenly whatever happens reacts, and then it kicks the flare up. And though, and they're all like, well, if you're, because I'm, chatting and all that, and if you're having the eye crossing, try an eye patch. My concern with that is if I start training my eye to be happy with an eye patch, then I've changed everything. I've changed my vision. I've changed, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the disease then messing with my eyes. Then it's the actual functionality of my eyes being changed. Because my sister had to wear an eye patch as not too far out of being a toddler, because her eyes were crossed. And so that was what the thing was back then. It was like a flesh-colored eye patch that Mom would put over her right eye, kind of thing. Yeah, her right eye. And to straighten out, so I know patching your eyes can change your eyes dramatically. So I'm really reluctant to start being a pirate. As fun as that would be, Daz, I would dress like a pirate. You could be a 90s gangster rapper or 80s, whatever you want to do. We'll just have a party. But yeah, it's just frustrating. Very frustrating.
You have a good day, Don. I thought maybe you'd...
She heading out to get in trouble.
Dropped a text that was meant for her husband into the wrong chat. But then I finished reading it, and it all made sense. They were talking about cats. So it wasn't... wasn't misplaced.
Okay.
Or it could be that's where she copied and pasted from. I just go grab that phrase from my sent messages to my husband and tack it right here. What's up, Allison? Good to see you.
What up, Alan? Okay. I mean, I get that, Melissa. You were being talked about yesterday. I don't know if your ears were burning. I was talking to my occupational therapist about your amazing comfrey salve, and told her I would get, I take a picture of the top of the label with your email and all that, so she could reach out. Because she also has, oh man, she told me what it was. Weird name, sort of like same kind of thing I'm dealing with, but not, where her body betrays her as well, and she has to recover from it and all that kind of stuff. So she's definitely interested in it. So she may be. I didn't turn that down. All right. Anyway, she He's definitely cool about things like that. I tell her some of the outside the box treatments and, the comfrey for pain and whatever else I've been doing. She's all into it. So you never know. She may reach out. I'll show it to her here in a few hours. I have another appointment.
Allison, you and my son both were St. Charles Pirates.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. I think that was Monday. The new Solomon seal salve. Say that one time. Slow.
Hopefully one of the unintended side effects was going to be my ability to control demons. Perhaps bind them.
Who knew? Who knew?
I'll get one of them cool little rings where I can flip it open and I'll just carry some with me. It'll be my Seal of Solomon ring. I'll be like Constantine running around, blessing people. Into the light I command thee. Boy, listeners out there sure are happy you jumped in today, Walt.
Oh, Lord, what did I do? Derail somebody else ranting?
Filled in all the gaps of me being here by myself.
And I was worried about that.
I
was still up at midnight.
You don't got to worry about it. I ain't worried about it. I'd be happy to do it. Like, just know that just because nobody else is here doesn't mean I talk more.
You don't make up.
Right. Like, everybody's here. I'm already at like my max. So just when people start bailing out, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'll just maybe have a one-sided conversation and let people's imagination fill in the rest.
I meant to tell Daz, as I've been going over some Sam Keith artwork of late since he passed a few days ago, your female characters that you paint remind me so much of his female characters. All his characters are truly, very stylized, very, there's a word for it, damn it. It just won't come to me. It's too early. But anyway, yeah, definitely. In fact, I went back I have a couple of your things here on my computer that like some of your murals you were doing that I took screenshots of that I was using as my backdrop on my computer for a while. And I went and looked to make sure I wasn't just remembering wrong. And yeah, it's very, very similar. Wait, out of man. Ooh, we took a left turn. For sure. Sure.
Some real funguses. Or fun guys. Did you hear the story, Walter, about the alien life that's not going to be little green men?
I did not.
So according to the headline, they're purple people eaters.
Okay.
Now, the people eaters is just a bit of artistic license.
I think that thing happened. She stepped and unmuted me, and the show started, and now I don't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Why that keeps happening? It's like there's just and then you come back. It just takes a second. I don't know what happened.
That's weird.
Maybe I chose the wrong thing. Talk.
Mic check 1, 2.
There. I don't know.
Anyway, they took this thing that was aptly named the ELT, or Extra Large Telescope.
Oh, wow. So it's a big telescope.
Well, no, not exactly. It's large, but then some. It's extra large. Not just big.
And they're looking at aliens?
Anyway, well, see what they found a red dwarf star.
Okay.
Then
I've heard about those.
They found an exoplanet that is orbiting one of these red dwarf stars.
Mm-hmm.
So because of the red dwarf star around which this exoplanet orbits, they took the not just big but extra large telescope and then found the bacteria that lives upon the exoplanet. Okay?
That's an extra large. I think that's double extra large telescope. I think double X got to be.
And then
it's long and tall.
From
large and tall. What is it? L. Yeah.
From there, they found what was called a light fingerprint, which, as near as I can tell, means after light has emitted from something, you can tell, even when it stops emitting, that light had been emitted based upon a fingerprint of something that they found somewhere.
Oh my God. You're hurting my brain. I just want you to know.
But because it's a red dwarf star around which this exoplanet orbits, it's using the infrared scale, which is why the bacteria that they see with the extra large telescope is purple. And how come the people eater was just artistic license? What they really meant was purple bacteria light fingerprint. But I don't think people had the context for that.
Well, I've not heard that song, but I've heard the Purple People Eater song.
Exactly.
I'm sure that was great too, though. The light print bacterium song.
Like, I wonder what my light fingerprint looks like. If I were to stand in front of the ELT, did you see my light fingerprint? Are light fingerprints admissible in court?
You reckon? Maybe what happened? Oh, excuse me. I think what probably happened is the janitor was cleaning the lens, and he acts right at the end. You know, you're done, the lens is clean, but it's still got that light, like moistness to the lens, and he acts like lightly touch, just light touch, light, little tiny light touch on the end of it, which left a light fingerprint.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
So
wherever light falls,
really bad joke.
It's the exact pattern of the photons of light as they place themselves upon an object. As light falls upon it, it leaves a fingerprint. Well, that just makes sense. And it would just make sense that something called the extra large telescope would be looking at something like, it wasn't bacteria. What was it? Maybe it was bacteria. I don't know. It was pretty fucking small. It was so small that if we were to look at it here on our planet, we'd use what's called a microscope, not a telescope. I just thought that was great. The purple people eaters.
Sorry, I'm over here copywriting Moist Lens Fingerprint, 'cause that's going to be my band name, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe just moist fingerprint. Fingerprint of moistness.
That'll be the hidden track.
And it's just singing the word moist over and over. With like 3 chord changes.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I haven't been here long, so I guess that's why it's suddenly time to go, but still.
Yeah, you don't have much time, only a couple minutes.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just stretching.
What are you doing? Not you, her. She's playing with the receipt for some reason. Is that something you're attempting to eat? Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. You can't eat on that. No. No, that's thermal paper. It's yucky.
Didn't want to be rude and tell you that the gift was ugly. Just trying to sneak that gift receipt away a little bit. I'll just bring this right back.
Fuck this mouse you bought. I'm taking it back. I haven't found another mouse for her that lets her do the sounding. Remember early on, she was my sounder at night at 3 a.m, bringing the little gray mouse toy through the house.
Uh-huh.
And now Bender has taken up that mantle with this weird flat cloth dangly stick toy like thing. Apparently he thinks it's a snake. I don't know what he thinks it is, but if I leave it out anywhere that he can get to it, like in a chair or on the edge of the table, or heaven forbid, I left it on the floor because he had it wrapped up, tied up with his claws, and I was tired of playing with him. 2 o'clock, here he comes. The other night, I was in the living room, and he was in the part of the house where Michelle was asleep. And dude, I finally had to get up and go take it away from him because he was making so much noise with it. But I haven't found one for her to do again. I've been looking. I've tried a few different little mouse-shaped things. Apparently that was the perfect size and ratio, tail to body or whatever. But yeah, we're going to find you, boy. Yeah, I miss you all. You yawling at 3 a.m. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Hey guys, sorry I was late. Thank y'all for being here. It definitely made the start of this day better. Love y'all so much. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Walter. You just made Dawn's day.
Well, I'm glad.
Because y'all made my day. Every single one of you. And we'll see y'all back here on Friday morning for more of the Ironworks. Till then, be good, be well, do good, do it well. Don't forget, we love you.